What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today I want to do a little video basically clearing out my inbox. So every once in a while I like to make these kind of Briar's inbox videos where I take questions from the comments or from Twitter and I answer them on video. These are usually questions that I don't get a chance to answer when I'm making videos or while I'm live streaming. So I get a little more in depth about the YouTube process, that kind of thing. So let's get started with Mike Wu. Question for the next episode: how do you balance family, work, and destiny without getting yourself into the doghouse? Well, the answer to that in reality is I don't. I often get myself into the doghouse. It happens all the time. What I try to do is to balance, YouTube and Planet Destiny stuff and photography and all the things that I do to, try and make a living, but also be present for my wife and for my boys, and not just present like I'm here, but also like I'm paying attention and I'm interacting and I care about what is going on. That kind of thing, right? It can be really difficult, especially when I get really busy. When photography is in full swing and YouTube is going really hard and I'm doing Planet Destiny podcasts and live streaming, sometimes I make the mistake of letting family fall behind, and that is awful. Luckily, I have a really understanding and awesome wife. I have really awesome kids. I try very hard to be there for my family as much as possible and to actually be, in the mind space of I want to be interacting with you guys. I'm not always successful. I'll be honest with you. I'm not always successful. But when I am there, I try and be as present as I can be, and I think that helps a lot. And I have an awesome family, and that helps an awful lot as well. All right, Matt BR. Hey man, I love your videos, but I want your opinion on this. Do you think that 311 is a good level to kill Oryx? If yes, why do people want 315 plus? I am so stressed because I can't do the hard raid anymore because people aren't nice. All right, yes, you can do the hard raid at 311. You can kill Oryx at 311. At 312, it's just a little bit easier. People are asking for 315 because they want people with multiple clears so they don't have to teach the raid every time they do it. They want people who already know what they're doing, so it just makes it easier on the whole group. Here's the thing. Be honest in LFG. When you get on LFG, say, I'm a 311. I've got this many clears. I either know what I'm doing or I'm a little unsure about some of the stuff. You're going to find groups that are much friendlier when you do that. It works tremendously well. It even works on me. When I get on LFG and I see somebody who says, I don't have a whole lot of clears, depending on how much time I have, I'll either Sherpa them or I'll walk past. I'll just move on past. But a lot of times, if I got 3 or 4 hours to spend, I have no problem bringing a brand new group through the raid. I think it's fun to see their reactions to all this stuff and to see them get all that new gear. I like doing that, but sometimes I don't have time. Sometimes I want to get a hard mode clear in an hour. So I'm going to look for people who have multiple completions, and when people lie about that, it's really frustrating. So be honest, and when you find good people that you have fun playing with on LFG, make sure you tell them, hey man, I'm sending you a friend request. I'd like to play with you again. I had a lot of fun. And then do that. Send them a friend request and then play with them more. Build up a group like that, and you're going to have more fun in Destiny and in multiplayer games in general. Next up, we've got Lambo 7. Hello, Briar. Great channel. Thank you very much, Lambo. Do you think Destiny should have more high-level drops like in the latest Iron Banner? Not everyone has the time or maybe PS4 friends to do raids, i.e. casual gamers. Thanks, Steve. Yes, I totally agree with this. I think that you should get rewards that are awesome from the activities that you do the most, from high-level activities that you do the most, whether that's bigger team game types in the Crucible like Iron Banner, or whether it's small team game types like Trials of Osiris, or whether it's doing the raids. I think, yes, you should be rewarded for performing at a high level in whatever you're doing, whether that be Crucible or in PvE. And I think that the perks should be really well suited on that gear to what you are trying to accomplish. So raid gear should have raid perks. Iron Banner should have perks that are good for 6v6 game modes. And Trials of Osiris should have perks that are good for Trials of Osiris. That way, people who are more casual just get a little bit of time to play and really like to be specific about what they play, get stuff that, you know, kind of goes along with what they're playing. And the hardcore gamers that play everything get multiple armor sets that they can play, you know, they can switch between depending on what they're doing. I think that is a great way to go. Next, we got Colby Buggy. Are you going to do the Shard It or Keep It series with armor soon? Yes, absolutely. So Shard It or Keep It is the series that I love the most on my channel on YouTube. It's the thing I'm most proud of. It's the thing I have the most fun doing, and I can't wait to get back to it. Here's the problem with Shard It or Keep It. It takes forever for me to make an episode. Because I'm so meticulous about trying to put those episodes together, I have to get a ton of gameplay. I have to write a script. I do a lot of editing. I do a lot of stuff for those that I don't necessarily do for the average YouTube video. So it takes me a lot of time, but I really love it, and it's really rewarding. But because it takes so much time, when I get busy, it's always the thing that gets dropped. It's always the thing that gets postponed, which drives me crazy because it's also one of the things I love most about what I do on YouTube. It's one of the videos that I like to do most. So I'm hoping to get 2 episodes done in December. I'm actually working on one right now. And I would also like to get back to it more regularly, hopefully back to once a week in January, once all the holidays are done and so, kind of this busy season is behind us and I have a little bit more time on my hands. The next one's from Elliott Rudder, and it's not exactly a question, but it's a good topic of conversation, so I'm going to bring it up anyway. I hope they have D2 on last gen, or I will probably stop playing, because by the time I get next gen, I'm going to be way far behind. Elliott, I do think that Destiny 2 is going to come out on next gen only, or current gen only, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I do not think they are currently developing for the Xbox 360 or PS3 for Destiny 2. The reason I think that is because the consoles, the new consoles, have been adopted so quickly and with so much fervor by gamers that I think it'd be a little bit silly to put a whole lot of time and money into investing Destiny 2's future in Xbox 360 and PS3. Now, I do understand people who have the Xbox 360 or the PS3 put a ton of time into their characters, into Destiny, and then don't have a good way of moving forward, especially if you're going from like Xbox 360 to PS4. And I think that Bungie needs to address this. They need to get those characters transferable, not only between old gen and next gen, but also between the console manufacturers. So if you have an Xbox 360, but you're planning on buying a PS4, Bungie should be supporting that, and they should be allowing you to transfer your progress and your characters over to the PS4, and vice versa. If you have a PS3 and you're planning on buying an Xbox One, you should be able to go that way too. Frankly, there's not enough of a difference between these two consoles to warrant buying one over the other. What I usually recommend is buy the one your friends have so that you can continue playing with your friends. TeamRZ, do you want the Refer a Friend program to give better rewards like a primary, special, or heavy? No, I don't. I like what they have right now for the Refer a Friend rewards. Sparrows, shaders, like all that stuff, that's fine. If they introduce primary, special, or heavy weapons, then you're really going to lock out some stuff. And if it's really good, then you're really going to piss off the community. So my suggestion here is that they leave it the way it is. You know, I'm okay with the program. I see it for what it is. It's a way for Destiny to get us to do their marketing for them. They give us some rewards, and in return, we'll do a little bit of free marketing. We'll hopefully get a few people to play Destiny that weren't before. That being said, if they start making it really attractive, like having, you know, locked out weapons for a friend, I think that's really going to piss people off. They call me Gurbin at the Gurbin12 says, in your honest opinion, do you really think Destiny can last the remaining time till Destiny 2 without dying out? That completely depends on Bungie. If they release DLC, new raids, new level caps, new multiplayer maps, new weapons in year 2, then yeah, Destiny will definitely last till Destiny 2 comes out. If they don't, and they just continue to release live content like they've been doing, then no, I think that a lot of people are going to migrate away to other games. You know, The Division is coming out next year, and I think that's going to be really attractive to people that currently play Destiny because it's going to offer a similar kind of experience. It looks very new, it's fresh, people are really loving it, so you know, I think that Destiny or Bungie has some real problems to contend with if they're not planning on releasing DLC in year 2. We'll have to see. Either way, when Destiny 2 comes out, it's going to create a lot of excitement. People are going to come back for Destiny 2, and it should be a lot of fun. Micah Gibson at Micah Gibson01 says, if personal, I'm going to ask you the obvious. Why did you choose to do YouTube, and what keeps you making vids? So the real reason I started doing YouTube is because I didn't have any friends in Meat Space that played video games. All my friends, you know, had other interests, which I shared other interests. But when I wanted to talk about video games, I didn't really have an avenue to do that. And since it's such a passion in my life, you know, I wanted that. When I played a lot of COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, I started looking up, you know, tips and tricks on YouTube. And what I found, instead of just tips and tricks, I found a community, a place to hang out, like people to talk to. And I wanted to be part of that community. So in the Call of Duty days, I started my YouTube channel. I really liked it. I liked interacting with subscribers. I liked meeting new people. And when I started playing Destiny, I kind of did the same thing. And it's been a really rewarding experience for me. And that's why I continue to do it too, because I really enjoy being part of the community, being able to express my views and opinions and have conversations. One of my favorite things to do all week is get on the Planet Destiny podcast and like just argue about stuff and argue about like the future of Destiny and all that stuff with those guys. We have a great time on that podcast. That's the reason I like doing YouTube. That's why I started. Gabrielle Jack says, what do you hope for the next content release for Destiny or Destiny 2? I want a raid. I want a higher level cap. I want new multiplayer maps, man. I want all the stuff that we're used to getting in DLC. I don't want to wait till Destiny 2, though. I want to see this come out in winter or spring of 2016. So that's going to do it, man. That is the whole video. That's all the questions I got this week. If your question didn't get selected, don't be worried about it. I only have so much time to make these videos, and I'll try and get to it next week. If you got another question you'd like to see answered in the next episode of this series, let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter at the Briar Rabbit, and I will answer them as promptly as I can. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.